The universe is filled with a mystery, and no one knows what each day will bring. Here are 3 actual ways the world could end tomorrow. Number 3. One threat to civilization could come not from too little sun, but from too much. CMEs, also known as a coronal mass ejection, erupt from the sun and barrel into space. CMEs don't harm human beings directly. The currents last only a few minutes, but they can take out electrical grids by destroying high-voltage transformers. The worst CME event in recent history struck in 1989, frying a transformer in New Jersey and leaving 6 million people in Quebec province in Canada without power. The largest one on record, the Carrington event of 1859, named after the UK astronomer who witnessed the accompanying solar flare, was up to 10 times more intense. It sent searing currents racing through telegraph cables, sparking fires and shocking operators, while the northern lights danced as far south as Cuba. Some researchers fear that another Carrington-like event could destroy tens to hundreds of transformers, plunging vast portions of entire continents into the dark for weeks or months, perhaps even years. A major event could occur within our lifetimes. Research suggests that Carrington-like storms strike Earth once every few centuries. A recent study found a 12% chance that such a storm will occur in the next decade. Number 2. We've seen the countless movies about giant asteroids on a collision course with Earth, but what would happen if an asteroid were to actually hit? Everyone knows about the 10-kilometer-wide asteroid that helped destroy the dinosaurs, but even something a fraction of that size could devastate humanity. The impact site would be obliterated, and massive earthquakes and tsunamis could radiate across the planet, but the lingering effects would prove most devastating. Depending on the speed and angle of approach, an object as small as 1 kilometer wide could throw up enough pulverized rock to block out the sun for months. Adding to the pall would be soot from wildfires ignited by debris falling back to Earth. Together the smoke and dust would cast the planet into a so-called impact winter, causing crop failures and mass starvation. Luckily, the chance of dying because of an impact is only slightly higher than that of perishing in a shark attack. Number 1. The most unstoppable threat to our modern civilization is homegrown, and it strikes much more often than big cosmic impacts do. Every 100,000 years or so, somewhere on Earth, a caldera up to 50 kilometers across collapses and violently expels heaps of accumulated magma. The resulting supervolcano is both unstoppable and ferociously destructive. A supervolcano is one that produces an explosive eruption of more than 450 cubic kilometers of magma. Locations that remain active today include Toba, the Yellowstone hotspot in the northwestern United States, the Long Valley caldera in eastern California, the Taupo volcanic zone in New Zealand, and several spots in the Andes. In the event of another eruption, everything within 100 kilometers or so would be incinerated, and ash would smother continents. Just a few millimeters of the ash can kill crops. A meter or more can make land unusable for decades. Most far-reaching of all would be the effects on global climate. A supereruption could drop temperatures over much of Earth by 5 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius for up to a decade, devastating global agriculture,